Hey YouTube, it's me, Shahira, the Big Boat Rider, and I am on the MSC Meraviglia, and today is the very last day. We took a 7-day cruise over to Nassau, Bahamas and Ocean Cay. This is my first time really doing an actual review for a ship. I typically don't, I just do the ship tours and then I do my shorts for the vlogs, but I had such an ordeal this time, y'all, that I had to just give a thorough review so that anyone that may have this ship booked in the near future, you know what to expect and help you not make the same mistakes that I made. So if you like to see more, stay tuned for this review and we'll get started right after this.
Let's go.
Freedom. Freedom.
Alright, so just so y'all know, when I say that everything was like it was a big ordeal this time, it started on the very first day, day one, embarkation. Embarkation from start to finish literally took about 2 hours and 50 minutes. I promise you, I was standing in line outside for an hour and a half, and I thought being inside the building it would get shorter, but no, it was just as long on the inside, so I had another hour and a half wait. I don't think that's typical for MSC. During COVID, I did take 2 cruises on the MSC Divina, and embarkation was about an hour because they were doing COVID testing, but this time people were literally fainting in line. There was a lot of older people that just couldn't stand the heat for 3 hours, and those people that passed out in line had to be sat down in a waiting room area, and then, you know, they were seen and able to be checked in to get on. But it literally took those people fainting so they could have a seat and chill and relax. But the rest of us, yeah, we had to suffer through that line for 3 hours. And that was the longest embarkation that I have ever dealt with. And I've been on at least 12 cruises since 2019 when I first started. So yeah, hopefully I never have to go through that again. Another thing that I had to learn the hard way was the reservations, because I did purchase the 3-meal package deal for specialty dining. However, on that first and second day of the cruise, everything was booked up, so I couldn't even get the reservations for dinner. So I had to end up getting a refund for that package that I had purchased because I could never use it. So for my dining experience, I literally just ate in the main dining room and inside the buffet. And another thing that's very different is that the buffet here tastes way better than the main dining room. You had a lot of different choices in the buffet. In the main dining room, I don't know, the food just tasted very bland. It tasted like hospital food. If you've ever been in a hospital or a nursing home, that's how the food tastes in there. It was very hit or miss. Some things were decent, other things were not good at all. So just be prepared for that. If you do purchase the package where you get specialty dining, please come very first day or the second day to do your reservations, but I recommend doing the very first day as soon as you get on board. Another thing that I had to gripe about is actual customer service on board, because personally, you know, I'm used to Carnival, I'm used to Royal Caribbean, used to Norwegian Cruise Line, and they just have very great service. I never have anyone give me a bad attitude or give me the impression that they hate their job. I just want to say I've met a lot of crew members here on this ship that you can literally tell that they hate being here. They don't want to be here at all. And I think, you know, it's just not a good look. And when it comes to the service on board, I don't come here on cruises to be dealing with other people's attitude problems, especially if they work here. I can understand dealing with the unruly passenger here and there, but an employee, I mean, that's just a horrible look for y'all's company. There's other people that are very rude too, like bartenders. I would come up to the bar and have a seat, you know, and have my card ready, and I try to wave someone down, and then they would literally like help the person right next to me, or someone will come up after me and then they'll help them first before they even ever acknowledge me. Like, and they would like literally look at me too and then just pass me up. Like, that almost made me want to cuss somebody out. Like, when I feel like I'm being disparaged or just completely ignored, like my money is not as good as everyone else's money. Like, that was just super frustrating, you know. Yeah, those are just a few of the things that I can remember off the top of my head right now. And I don't want to sound like I'm completely negative about this cruise ship, because a lot of the experience was because of my own ignorance on how they run things. But if y'all want to do well in America, please fix the customer service. One last gripe that I had, y'all, you have to reserve all the shows. Some of the shows you even have to pay to get in. Like, that's another thing that I am not used to. I'm used to, once I pay for my cruise, I can go to any show that I want to. You know what I mean? Of course, there may be a wait, or you got to come early to get to the show, but no, MSC, you have to book a reservation. Otherwise, you may or may not get a seat 5 minutes before the show starts. It's very much that. The lines are very long to get into everything. If you are interested in seeing any of the shows or anything like that, please make sure that you reserve them on the little screens outside on deck, or there's a special desk that you go to make reservations, and they'll let you know that on board. Just make sure that you do that. Otherwise, you may not be able to see any shows at all. With all that being said, y'all, everything was not amiss on the ship. I think that their DJ was awesome. The parties were really good on there, and I'll show y'all in some footage later in the series. And I mean, yeah, the ship is absolutely beautiful, and there are adequate adults only spaces to where I didn't have to be around people's children, which y'all know I love me in adults only areas. So, but yeah, I do plan on releasing some vlogs for this trip, so just stay tuned on that. And thank y'all so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, please hit subscribe and like, and have a great week. See you next cruise day. Bye.